Now I understand why majority of the world has been accusing the European Union for hypocrisy and double standards, because they pretend to have principles and yet they cannot even follow them. Now in their motto, it says united in diversity. So meaning, hypothetically, they believe in valuing and respecting the difference in culture, social and ethnic establishments. But now here they are, standing with Bobi Wine, who clearly had a manifesto that is so segregative and malice. We had 8 presidential candidates in Uganda. And the only difference between Bobi Wine and the others is because he is the only one who is greedy and selfish enough to trade with those people, to compromise on the cultural and social values of Uganda, to cut deals for his own personal selfish interests. Now these people, the trend has been there. They go to Africa and they are very careful in choosing their targets. They will choose that one person who's greedy enough to make deals, and then they will paint him as the hero, as the saint, and then want to impose him on Africans as their alternative. But that will not work in Uganda, because we are clever enough. We know how to differentiate between what is right and what is wrong. Those people, the 8 candidates in Uganda, all of them had the time to campaign, and we were able to choose and say the president we want is General Kaguta Museveni. And if you claim that Bobi Wine actually won with 71%, the numbers were just interchanged. Why is Uganda now at peace? Why are people doing their own business, continuing with life? Do you know how it feels for a 71% victory to be rigged? Would we be having stability in the country right now? And if you want to confirm the facts, because we have tried to explain to you guys and you don't want to understand, you are just going to dictate in your own way and believe that Bobi Wine is actually being mistreated. No. You try and make him president right now. You will see if the 71% will abide by that. I bet he will not even last in that position for 1 month, because we cannot accept for you to give us the same way you brought AIDS in Africa, and then you want to start giving us bad leaders who will be cutting cheap deals with you, selling away our integrity. No, we can never accept that. You might think Africans are stupid. They are just monkeys, whereby you dictate on who should be our leaders. But no, that's not how it should work. So, if Bobi Wine tells you he's been hiding, he's been in the same country, and I am sure even after that useless interview in that summit, he will go back to Uganda, and he will be roaming around freely, enjoying his life. Africa deserves better. Uganda deserves better. Though all the other presidential candidates are in their families enjoying life, are moving on with life after the election. But why Bobi Wine? So I've made it very clear to you and to the rest of the world. The only difference between Bobi Wine and the other presidential candidates, the reason why they are in their homes in Uganda moving on with life after the election, and Bobi Wine is running up and down, it is because Bobi Wine is the greedy one who is willing to cut deals, to compromise his own country. Maybe he knows what they have promised him. Maybe they have promised him asylum. Whenever the country goes into turmoil, he will free and go to America or go to Europe and wherever. He's not bothered about spoiling and destroying his own country. That is what these people do. They go to Africa, they identify one individual who is selfish and greedy, who is willing to sell and disorganize his own country. But that will not work in Uganda, for God and my country.